Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels,
his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will score. Pick six for a Bears touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Escapes the defender.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one,
Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Looking to throw is Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, here's Williams.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Luther Burden with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line.
And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 1-yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And big problems there. They'll say this crossed out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
But they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. To throw, it's Williams. Pass complete to Odunze. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
What is up?
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Over the middle, that's to Loveland, the tight end. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to...
And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with career touchdown number 60. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down.
Looking to throw, Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. They're looking to throw. Penix. And his throw here is incomplete.
And that could have been and probably should have been a third interception of this first half. He's got to figure out something because you cannot give the ball away like he's done and have any chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll throw with Penix. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, does he stay a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys
like
in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Williams. Now they'll tuck this and run. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Williams will get this out wide to Odunze.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7. To throw, Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jalen Walker. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He rifles complete, caught by Moore. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The backfield empties out. It's 3rd and 7. To the air, Williams. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That's Zach Harrison who forced his way in to drop him. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep is a very dangerous Mike Hughes. And taken right on the 30. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. That one deep for London. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Williams throwing to start the drive. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
First down 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll drop this one off to Swift. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Back to throw. Williams. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Williams going to look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. Roma Dunze from 4 yards out. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Bears 31. Falcons nothing. Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
They're on 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
To the air, Penix. That one deep for London. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Penix. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Shamar Turner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now Penix. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Bears are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10.
The final shot before break. Williams now whistles in a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Yeah. Vegas, Vegas.
The final shot before break. Williams. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the 1st half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little... He's got him in! Complete! Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Chicago! Luther Burden, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
For Kidder here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He got 6 yards. And it's 3rd
He'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
9 yards. And the Falcon first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Here's a screen for Robinson. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Penix working out of the gun here.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Past the 20, 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears just continue to roll. Santos with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
On the return. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them with the turnovers, they've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Timberwolf.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Let's go now. Go.
Looking to throw, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And looking to throw, Penix. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw, it's Williams. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
That's good. Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.